Hello there, welcome to my channel. I rearranged the angle. If you're new to my channel, I do unboxing and food reviews. I have reviewed the pistachio the other day. I love Kulfi and I love Kulfi pistachio. I'm not crazy about mango, but I just purchased this just for the channel. I just spent like about $80 in groceries just for this channel on things I probably won't like or don't care for. I don't think I'm not going to like this, but again, I like pistachio. If you're new to my channel, I do unboxing and food reviews, and I also have a story time, all kinds of stuff that's going on with me, along with the neighbor's dog that is out again. So, this is Indian ice cream, okay? The ingredients are pretty simple. It's half and half milk, cane sugar, mango pulp, and tapioca starch. I've already reviewed the pistachio. You may want to see the review for that because I talked about how the bars used to be bigger. I got 4 bars. I want you to look at how small this is, okay? Like this is my thumb. I have a small thumb, okay? Like, I want to stick my middle finger up, but it's small. Like, look at that. It's like my mouth, the size of my mouth, okay? Like, it's really, and it's not thick. So, they used to be bigger in the pistachio and the mango, but the pistachio used to have more flavor, I think, when they were bigger. And I used to get them at the Indian grocery store, but I got this at H-E-B here in Texas. But, yeah, so it's 7 grams of sugar, only 80 calories, and 4 grams of fat. That may have something to do with it, and I believe it is a product of Texas. Where is this company at? Anyway, so we're going to get right on it. How's everyone doing today? You may want to subscribe to me too because it doesn't cost anything. I'm always honest and blunt. I just got a whole bunch of products the other day from 3 different companies, and if I don't like something, I'll tell it like it is. A lot of YouTubers will say, oh, this is so good, when it's really not. Hello. I'm smelling the cardboard. Oh, that stinks. That smells like fish. It does definitely taste like Kulfi. It should. As I expected, because it's just mango pulp and not like mango juice as well, or concentrated mango juice or whatever. This is very light on the mango. It does not taste bad in any way. But when I say it's light on the mango, it's extremely light on the mango. It's very, very milky and extremely creamy. And it tastes like I'm eating frozen whipped cream with a little tiny, tiny, tiny bit of sugar and hardly any mango taste at all. I wouldn't get this again. I thought the pistachio, the new one, small one like this, didn't have a lot of flavor versus the big one. Remember that ad back in the day, where's the beef? Where's the mango? This was not worth. I paid $6.50 for 4 little things like the size of my mouth. Never again. I'm still buying the pistachio on and off. I just wish it had more flavor and I wish it wasn't expensive. I'm going to tell you what's been going on. Now I'm getting a story time. My dumb butt. That dog, I'll probably show you a video of it here in a second. If I get enough requests and subscribers and stuff, I'll actually show you the dog. But let me tell you, it's a skittish dog. I've been trying to like take it in. I got out of the neighbor's yard that doesn't take care of their dogs at all. So let me tell you, I got a phone call. And I answered it. I'm so disappointed in this. So I answered the call. And it was one of those, got car insurance. Extended warranty, we all have heard them, right? And I said, press this number. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should check to see how much it is, right? Oh, look at this. Okay, real quick. Speaking of mango, I just reviewed a mango yogurt. It's cheaper, you get more, and it's way more flavor, and it's healthier because it's yogurt. And I'll leave a link below the video to that. So if you want mango, I'll get this over that any day, hands down. So let me tell you. So I pressed the number, and a guy got on the phone. It sounded like he was from India, and he was like, "Are you interested or whatever?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." I was like, "But I don't like giving out that personal information." I was like, "And I don't know if you're a scam or whatever." And it's a little too late for that, right? I'm already, So anyway, well, it's not too late. So anyway, he was like, "You're in Texas, right?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Hold on, I'm going to connect you to, because I have a Ford. I'm going to connect you to a Ford representative." And I'm like, "Okay." Thinking it was going to be another foreigner person, right? Pretending to be from Ford and probably a scam. No, I spoke to a very young sounding American. I could tell they were American. They could be, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it sounded like a legitimate American to be. Very young, right? She was really rude. She was like, something about car insurance. And then, she was like, and your first name is. And I didn't get my first name yet. I was like, "Ma'am," I was like, "I'm not trying to be rude." I said, "But, I just want to know what company you're from, because there's a lot of scams going out there." And she spoke really fast. Like, blah, 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 and just really fast. And we represent the Ford. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, I'm just wondering, before I give a lot of personal information out. She goes, "I haven't even asked you any personal questions yet. Have I?" I'm like, "You did ask me for my first name. That's a personal question." And I wanted to say something, but I wanted to say, you're wrong because you already asked me a question. But I was nice. I said, "Well, ma'am," I said, "I'm not saying that you did, even though you did." I was like, "I just, she goes, "Well, I just want your first name." I'm like, "Well, ma'am, that would be a personal question." I wasn't rude about it. And then she said, what did she say? She goes, "What is your first name?" So I said, I was like, "Okay, I can give you my first name." I give her my first name, right? And then she's like, "Your zip code is," and she said the zip code. I said, that's the zip code. And then she goes, what did she say? I'm trying to think. Let me think for a minute, because I want to tell you exactly what had happened. I'm trying to think here. Okay, now I remember. Then she gave the address, but she actually gave an address where I used to live. And I didn't say anything. I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah," because that's like my old address, right? And then she said my name again. She goes, "Well, who is?" And she said my name, right? Like, let's say my name is Mike. I said, "My name is Mike." And then she goes, "Well, who is Mike?" I said, "Ma'am, I just told you that's me." She goes, "No, you're not Mike." Like, you asked me my name, and I told you my name, and it is. And you're asking me who that person is. It's me, right? And I was like, "That's not my name, by the way. For YouTube, I don't give my first name." And I was like, "Well, that is my name." And then she's like, "No, you are." And she said my dad's name. I'm like, "Ma'am, that is not me." She goes, "You're lying to me." First, you lied to me and say you haven't even asked me for personal information, and you're not asking me. You already asked me for my first name. That is personal information. You're the liar. I didn't say this to her. I did not say this to her, right? Second of all, you have the audacity to call a customer a liar? I was like, "Ma'am," she goes, "Well, who is Mike?" Right? My first name, which is not my first name, by the way. And I was like, "Ma'am, I just told you that's me." She goes, "No, you are." And she said my dad's name again. She goes, I have the records. I know exactly. I can look all this stuff up." She goes, "And the records don't lie." She goes, "You're a liar." And at that juncture, that's now the second or third time she's called me a liar. I said, "You know what, ma'am, with all due respect, I gave you my first name. You asked me who this Mike character is. I told you it's me. I'm the one who mentioned the name in the first place." I said, "And you're quoting that I'm someone else. I'm not that person." I didn't have to tell her that's my father. Whether it is or isn't, that's not my name. And why are you being rude to me? You're trying to make money off of me. So I was like, I need to speak to your supervisor. Yeah, I went there. I pulled a Karen. So I was like, "I need to speak to your supervisor." She didn't say, "Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just hear silence. And then this young person gets on the phone. He's like, do you want the insurance or not? I said, who is this? He goes, he said his name. He did say his name. I was like, well, that representative was very rude to me. I said, I requested a supervisor not to talk whether I wanted insurance or not. I asked for a supervisor because this person was rude to me. Well, how were they rude to you? I said, they called me a liar. You know what he said? Are you? Really? Really? Again, you're calling me. I don't need you. You need me. You need my money. So he goes, are you? I was like, sir, I said, she asked me several times what my first name was, and I gave it to her. She doesn't believe me. I said, if you don't believe me, then what would you like for me to do? I said, not to mention, she's rude. She's asking personal information, which is fine, I guess. But then you said that you're not going to, or that you haven't when you already did. And then you're going to call me a liar? I said, sir, I said, for your information, I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said this. I said, for your information, that person that she thinks I am happens to be a family member, but it's not me. You know what he said? He said, he called me by my dad's name again. He's like, Mr. So-and-so, which is not me. Your problem is you've been spoon-fed your whole life. That's my problem. First of all, I'm not even my father. My father is a lot older than me, and he was not spoon-fed at all. Like, he came from a very, very extremely poor background. They used newspaper to line the walls in their house, not for decorations, because they couldn't afford anything else to keep the cold from coming in. Their house was the size of like a medium-sized shed. So, no, he was not spoon-fed his whole life. And I was not spoon-fed my whole life. But regardless, even if we were, even me and my daughter was very rich and we've been spoon-fed, that doesn't neglect the fact that, can't even talk today, that you're rude. And then I just laughed it off. I laughed it off. And I said millennial, which I probably would have meant Generation Z, I guess it's called. I was like, you know what? That's exactly why you millennials, which I said said Generation Z, have this piss poor job. Because you can't find a good paying job. Because of the way you act. I wish someone in the comments would argue with me right now, because I would love to argue with someone. I'm sorry. I truly believe in customer service. You do not. I was not rude in any way. Not at all. And you're calling me. If you want money from me, I would expect a little bit of courtesy and a little bit of, what's the word? Respect. Because I haven't disrespected you. I could have called you a liar when you said, I haven't asked you for no personal information. Yeah, you did. You asked me for my first name. If my first name is not personal information, then what the hell is a first name? Generic information? Oh, now the next door neighbors are finally like pointing at the dog that's been out for like almost a week that I've been feeding. I'm telling you what, this neighborhood is getting so ghetto. It is getting so ghetto. But yeah, speaking of ghetto, and they're not very clean, I got a whole bunch of dishes I gotta do. I've been like cleaning and throwing stuff away and organizing. I would say decorating, but not really decorating. Because I don't have time for that because I'm doing everything else. Plus I'm going to the gym, and it's crazy. Like I haven't watched any TV, which is fine because I normally don't watch TV. And that since my significant other has been away, like I've said before in the video, like I can't watch TV by myself. It's just, there's this, I don't know what it is. It's so depressing. It's so, speaking of my depression, oh, it's already 14 minutes in. You know what? I'll leave that for another video. On, about microdosing, shrooms, I forgot the scientific word for it. But yeah, I'm looking into that for my depression. So if anyone knows anything about that, also leave the comments for that. And anything else that I said about anything. Um, but yeah, I don't recommend this. It just tastes like frozen cream with just a pinch, like a little drop of mango. It's not worth $6.50 for 4 little bars the size of my lips. Like, come on now, that's like, the size of this is for, like, I wouldn't even say a kid, it's for a baby. Please comment, like, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when I come out with a new video. Okay. Don't forget to look below the comments so we can interact. I can give you all kinds of goodies, more information, a way to support this channel. If I forget, please remind me. And I really hope you have an awesome day. And until next time, in my next video, on my next video, I got another ice cream. Like I said, I spent like $8 today. What is it? Is it Dove? Magnum. I got a new Magnum, which I'm not crazy about Magnum. But I'm buying this for the channel. All right. And always honest and blunt with my channel.